¿Dónde estamos?
En Villahermosa.
¿Dónde?
Villahermosa.
¿Villahermosa de qué?
Me look, looks like going to have 15 años, I will.
Oh, qué linda. ¿Villahermosa de qué?
Tabasco.
¿Tabasco de qué?
México.
¿Viva qué? Viva pinche México, bro. Now flip me off while walking away.
What is flip me?
Go like
off?
this.
No.
Do it.
No, I don't want to.
Do it, it's funny.
No.
Be like, bomb.
I'm not going to do that.
She doesn't want to do this.
Just like this.
Oh, rude. Oh, you didn't do it.
No, I didn't. Just like I'm not
Fine.
going to do the other.
Okay, fine, fine. Viva pinche Mexico. Ah! Last year, like right when it got dark, everybody was just gone. Cops everywhere, shit's scary, don't want to walk around. It's like a different place. It's incredible. All this has been redone down here. It looks gorgeous. It's not as busy as it was an hour ago when we walked through here, but it's far from like scary. There's lights everywhere. Here we are back in Villahermosa, 1 year, 6 months after my last video. Why are we making a video back here again today? Because there were a lot of things people said about my previous videos. My first time in Villahermosa. Many people had some good comments, good things to say. Many people agreed with a lot of things that I spoke about when it came to violence and unrest and insecurity and things of that sort. But the people that disagreed vehemently. I believe I've gotten about 30,000 or so plus views on those videos. I wanted to get a look at what the town is looking like now on a Saturday evening, because it's night and day from what it was a year and a half ago. And I think I figured out the reasons why. Yes, there's some insecurity. Yes, there are some issues. Yes, a lot of people agreed with those things, but I think I've actually figured out some other reasons why last year was a little scary, dark, absence of people. And I can explain those things, but let's take a walk through the shopping center here in Centro and just kind of see how things have changed, because it's vibrant, a lot more vibrant than it was a year and a half ago, and it's pretty cool. Last year, after 4 o'clock is when things really kind of started to slow down, and I've noticed just in the last week of being here, things actually do the opposite now. A year and a half later, after 4 o'clock, things really start to get busy, like busier, and way past dark. Whereas last year, like right when it got dark, everybody was just gone, like gone for good. Bye-bye, disappeared, cops everywhere, shit's scary, don't want to walk around, doesn't look legit, you're gonna get mugged or something. That's what it felt like, and it doesn't feel like that anymore. I walked by this place probably 1,000 times. Just a couple of days ago, we walked by the shop. We realized it was a coffee shop and we wanted to go in, but we didn't at the moment. And somebody kept waving at me. And I was like a little shy, so I didn't wave back. So then later we go back there. We decided to sit down and have some frappes. And
we were listening there, the live music too.
They had some live music. It was quite nice. And a man comes up to us. I was waving and he said, "Hey, I saw your videos. Welcome, thank you for coming. I like your videos, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, that's freaking cool. I'm recognized and by the owner of this coffee shop. So now it's our favorite place to go. It's just non-stop vibrancy after 6 p.m. Mira, look at this. Here's a good example of always watch where you're walking. This is just the drainage system with a giant hole that would cut your friggin' leg off if you weren't paying attention. We're gonna talk about why my perspective last year was so different than it is now this year, a year and a half later. Big reason is this area here. This is the area that they've rebuilt. Anytime you see this peachish colored cement, that's basically what's been rebuilt. You're talking all the way down, and they had finished some of it last year. Like when we went to Gaviotas, there was that whole strip that had this kind of peach colored cement, but they were basically redoing this whole section here downtown, which closed off all of these buildings around the cinema. All these streets were just completely ripped apart, but they've put in all the rocks, sidewalks. See that lady running with her dog right there, which has opened up traffic all the way through here, which has reopened up businesses, gotten people moving in a better flow. It's like these are all brand new lights all the way down the boardwalk. Here's the new stairs area. This is right by the Mirador that we were at last year, and they've just completely redone all of this. This beautiful statue and garden area, right?
Yes.
Pinche Mexico, te amo. Which is almost a waste at the same time because there's 0 people here. Like nothing is happening. And they built all this lovely stuff. It's in the Mirador. You could sit and have lunch by the statue of, who is this? Pino Suarez?
Yeah.
Pino Suarez. Who is he?
That's me.
Oh, come on. This is your country, your history, your town.
I feel in this school.
You're born and raised here. You lived here your whole life. You don't know who Pino Suarez is? Look it up. We'll put it right here in the corner or something. Hey, Future Den here. Now, it looks like we're going to have to do another quick history with me, random future voiceover DENWOOD. Okay, so obviously I didn't know who Pino Suarez was. And neither did Chiquita, and she's friggin' from here. So I did a little bit of work so we could all be a little smarter today. Okay? Okay. Now, Jose Maria Pino Suarez was the vice president of Mexico back in the early 1900s, right during the Mexican Revolution. And that's probably why they make statues of him. Now, he was a lawyer, a writer, and a politician, but most importantly, he was all in on trying to bring real democracy to Mexico after decades of dictatorship under Porfirio Diaz. He teamed up with President Francisco Madero, and together they were basically trying to flip the whole system. More fair elections, less corruption, you know, the usual don't get overthrown starter pack. But yeah, that didn't go so great. In 1913, during a brutal military coup known as the 10 Tragic Days, everything collapsed. Madero and Pino Suarez were arrested and forced to resign, and then assassinated shortly after. Yeah, not really a peaceful retirement. But because of that, they became these symbols of Mexico's fight for democracy, which is why you see statues like this all over the country. So yeah, that statue, that's not just some random dude. That's a guy who literally died fighting for Mexico's democracy. So go do some more research on him. He seems well worth it and a really cool Mexican figure. Last year, right when I got here, there was those 2 boys that jumped off the moped and chased a man with a giant butcher knife to take his backpack. And that was caught on video, and that was like freaking people out. And then right when I left, like I think the day I left or the day after I left, not too far from here, around the corner where everybody's shopping in the main plaza, 2 people got shot. About a month after that, or 2 months after that, there was somebody stabbed in the mall.
But it's super weird, you know?
People were setting cars on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
People thought that it was maybe the cartels that were doing it or something, but nobody really knew for sure who did it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know then. We don't know anything.
Yeah, nobody knows. We don't know who it was. It was the best fire. It was the most perfect fire in the world. It was just a car.
I want now one of the sodas of the place.
What sodas?
Italian soda.
Oh yeah.
Next to Chedraui.
What, you want that now?
Maybe later.
Oh, we're not gonna get a frappe? Damn, look at that sunset. That's so incredible.
I know, it's beautiful. I don't know, baby. I can have 2.
Yeah, let's go.
I can have both of them.
We can take a quick walk over there. That is crazy cool. Look how crazy cool this looks. Wow. How incredible.
I like the new light.
What an incredible time to be walking right here though. The reflection of the clouds. Damn, look at the river. It looks golden. Wow, it's so incredible. There's our little garden. There's the pretty girl. Nothing. Mirador. Again, this is my favorite thing about Mexico is the no safety regulations. Like the fact that I can stand 100 feet above the river and put my foot right up against the edge.
Oh, don't do that.
I mean, that's a dangerous river too. You got currents, you got crocodiles, alligators.
It's something that he likes and I don't like that he does.
I just love this feeling of not having to play by the rules. Like, the city isn't telling me I'm not allowed to walk here, or stand on this, or sit down here. And nobody cares.
I care.
Okay, she cares. It's actually quite refreshing to be back in Gaviotas after all this time. You know, last year we learned that things aren't always as scary as people tell you that they are. And now, with all the new construction at the Malecon, and even here, the new construction at the park, things just feel more vibrant and alive. So I think we're just gonna hang out, enjoy the scenery, and have some snacks for a while. That's good.
Super sweet still.
That's too sweet for me. I got the Duero, which is basically a carton, like a milk carton filled with frozen strawberries. And generally they'll just, I mean, they'll put loads of toppings on it, like chocolate and stuff, but I like it best with just the cream, because it kind of tastes just like a strawberry shortcake. Yeah, it's super delicious. It's just like frozen strawberries with whipped cream, and it's super cheap, delicious, cold, because it's hot as hell here. Cold snap. It's so good. I love it. That was a delicious snack. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you are from Villahermosa, there was kind of like a bike tour. I don't know what you want to call that. Like a one of those. You okay?
Yeah.
One of those like bike gatherings where you get a group of friends and they take you on like a bar hopping tour. And I guess this dude was leading a bunch of other people on bicycles, bar to bar in Villahermosa, which is again something I didn't see anything of. I didn't see anything like that happening last year. Watch out. Which is cool. And we noticed them all riding down the street and then going into a bar. And then we went and looked at the bar. And the bar kind of seemed a little sketchy. We didn't really care to go in there. And then we saw them all get on their bikes and go to another bar, which was cool. And then we sat down on the fountain and the bikes all came toward us. And the head of the biking tour, bar hopping tour, points, hey, ¿cómo estás? Hola. The head of the biking tour.
Hola. Bye.
He said, gringo. And I was like, hey, just kind of uncomfortable. I didn't feel good. I hadn't slept in days. I just arrived here.
You're talking about that guy?
Yeah. He goes, gringo. And I just kind of laughed, kind of waved at him. And then he goes, gringo. And he looks at me like rude. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I was feeling sick because I hadn't slept in days and I just arrived here after all my planes got delayed. So I wasn't gonna like stand up to anybody or cause any trouble, but I let it go. And then he brought his little bicycle group like right next to us to the side and started talking shit about me, like right next to me in Spanish. Obviously, assuming I couldn't understand anything, which I couldn't understand all of it. She was with me and she was like uncomfortably saying, okay, they're talking about you. And he was basically describing to one of the other bike guys.
The worst is that you're talking about him now.
Well, I mean, it sucked, you know? And you know what? I want to call that guy out. If he sees me again, come talk to my face, you know? He started kind of talking crap to the rest of his bike group. Just saying, oh, this gringo YouTube guy made a video. He was afraid of Villahermosa. He was afraid of our city, and like saying stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there going like, look, even if the guy doesn't like me, that's fine. But to stand next to me and talk about me, like right next to me, is just some of the rudest, most cowardly shit you could do. Once again, I keep repeating the same thing. And when a bad apple spoils the bunch. It was just that one guy. He obviously took umbrage to something I had said in one of my videos. Whoa, more lightning. That was a good one. Which wasn't like, again, anything I made up. It was just things that I learned that people told me. Or maybe he thought I was a weakling or something for being afraid of Villahermosa or whatever. But it was extremely rude. And I also think cowardly and just not cool because, you know, I have no ill will against any person in this city. And in fact, I love Villahermosa very, very much. But like she said, the rest of the group, the rest of the people bicycling, they were quite nice. And I think a couple of them actually felt a little bad because they heard him talking shit. And so when they rode by, a couple of them just kind of nodded at me and were like, it's cool, it's cool. I'm saying the way he treated me was rude.
He was kind of rude, yeah.
And uncool and cowardly. Yes, we got the lightning. And yeah, I'm calling him out. If he watches this video, good. Like, come talk to me.
Whatever.
And you know what? I'll shake your hand and I'll buy you a beer. How about that? Same payaso out here every single day. Coming here a year and a half later, I saw that payaso everywhere last year. At the fair I saw him here every single night, and still every single day without fail, that man is here to work in full face paint and makeup, making kids happy, and he doesn't fail. People look at him as a clown, but that's like a hard-working man who shows up every single day. It's literally a different place. Tostilocos?
Yeah.
Ah. That's a good choice. What's in it? Tostitos, mayonesa, queso.
Everything, and peanuts. Sí, de todo.
Jalapeno?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good.
Do you want something?
No, it smells good.
Gracias.
That's like nachos, basically. Holy crap. That's good, that's good, that's good. Wow. That's delicious. Oh, it's warm too.
Yeah.
You put the elote in there? Look at it, 9 o'clock. This is wild. There's so many people out here partying, dancing still. Go look at the clown. It's Mexico, Mexico, bro. One could say this is scary, sketchy, you know, like who knows what could happen, what's around the corner. It's a little darker. But just because right over there's kids and families and people hanging out and having a good time, it makes this sketchy seeming area feel less sketchy. It's just good vibes, man. Back to our Airbnb that we love. Right near Centro. Thanks for coming along the ride with us. The town looks so much more amazing. It's incredible. Everybody come visit. Villahermosa is the new unknown place on the map, and it's becoming incredibly less sketchy. So to all my haters, sorry, excuse that. But to everybody else, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please continue to watch and subscribe if you haven't.
Bye.
And come to Villahermosa, Mexico. Qué linda, qué hermosa. All right, listen, we've been getting to know each other for quite a while now, and I've noticed that you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. I know this is a little awkward. I mean, you're sitting at home watching me, and I'm sitting here just waiting for you to hit that button. So why don't you just do it? You can hit the button, and then there's another button next to it. It's a notification bell. Hit that one too. Hit that button, and then nothing bad has to happen to you. Do you hear what I'm trying to? Do you get what I'm saying? Nothing bad has to happen. Hit the button. Just hit the button, please. Just please hit the. Please hit the button. Please hit the button. I'll literally be your friend. Literally, I don't have any friends, so that's not like a crazy task. But just hit the button.